Hey guys, Terry here with Jason here. We are at the round 3 of the Archer Street Series 30th year celebration. So we are here all just about a few hours off start. Third round in, Jason.
Yes.
We don't have to talk about
we won't go
your season so far, but you're kind of a little bit like the Dolphins, head off really well, but then you kind of tapering off. But that's okay. We want to use a footy analogy. But we've got a big day today, and we've got 100 and something on entrance. It's our 30th year celebration. Got a few things. We don't really start to get into the points too hard to yet, because we've still got a lot of the categories with 5 rounds still to go after another 4. It's going to be tough, and there's a lot of the smaller groups that we have. People can still come in with 4 rounds to go and make the 8. So don't anybody be sitting at home thinking you can't still do it, hey Jason?
No, exactly. I mean, look at, I don't want to point Josh out, I just interviewed Josh, but he's coming at the bottom of the field at the moment. Car issue and then a bad first round. And that's what can happen, but he can come back and win a couple of rounds, and next minute he's on top of the ladder.
And he's won it 10 times, so you don't just sit back and go, well, Fletcher's gone for the season. You know none of the boys you've won. And that is the good thing about this competition, Jason. It's like, it is tough, but it's good because you learn. Everybody else who's learning at it, you go, well, you're learning with some people who are really good, and I reckon that's a good thing. It's like, no good. We don't all want a participation award, do we?
No.
Really. It's not a school now.
No.
So let's move on from that.
No, we're here as friends, but when we get out there, you're a foe.
And that is exactly what happens. But have a think about this. Next season, as I said, next round, we've got quite a few more rounds to go. But we will have our merchandise will be ready for the next meeting. So we've got long sleeve, short sleeves, 30th anniversary shirts, which will be good. Tonight we've got, I'm pretty sure we've got the trees for first place winners from Fernwood Landscape and Garden Supplies. So thank you, Gayleen, for that. Our normal sponsors, of course, Knife, Styromax the World, Mick's Towing, thank you Mick, and of course Archers as well. Great to have all these guys on board. Without them, we wouldn't have any prize money at the end of the year. And, mate, who knows? You might have some of that prize money, Jason.
It's not. Hey Terry, I wanted to talk about this too. Like, this is your Tiana's
the engine room,
control room. This is where it all happens. So, basically, what's the process? So, we've lined up. You see us come in to do a burnout in the burnout box or whatever. So what do you do? We'll
get it here. It'll come up here, as it is here. It'll have the names up. We'll see the guys come through the burnout box, or go around the burnout box if they don't need to. We'll get as much detail as we possibly can. We'll come in this screen. These two guys are obviously on the bikes and probably here for the track hire beforehand, so they've got no details. But all of our street races will probably have, if they don't have their vehicle, we'll know what their vehicle is by looking at it, but we will have their dial-in, we will have maybe their sponsor if it's a bigger event. And everything is in here, from your light to your 60, 30, 330, 8th mile, all the way down to the 1,000 to what you've done. The difference, obviously, in it as well. So, but we will call it from here. We'll watch the guys line up, and we will put them in. They'll go on a pre-stage, go on a full stage. So you watch here with these guys here, which will be a couple of our races. Will be Richard Johnson, ex-track champion in the right hand lane, of course. Richard up against the Stinger. So he heads out. He's got a 088. So the guy is good at the light. He will head down. Richard will head down. He'll get a time. He'll work out his 3, as you know, mate, and he'll pick his dial in what's best from that. But it's interesting because depending on what meeting you're calling, it will give you a lot more information. And depending on whether they're running off a record or whatever, if it's not a street meet. But the street meet, it's simple. It's dial your own, and that's the way it works. And once again, another track champ, Jason Studley in the Barra-powered Cortina. So he will. Let's have a look. It'll give us some record. It'll give us some details down here later what they've run.
Yeah, and that's actually Paul Carpenter, my brother, in a Commodore. So
he's in a Commodore. What?
Yeah, he's Well, that's not Lee. That's Paul.
That's Paul. Yeah,
it's the third Carpenter that's racing. So
Paul might have some good success in that.
Yeah, he's in fresh.
Well, let's have a look at the light. Yeah, cut a 114. Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, he's been mucking around with it. I mean, he's only undercar for probably 3 weeks now. Something like that, 3-4 weeks. He was here for the last round. And that was his first go at it.
How far did he go? Did he get very far? Look, 14.20 at 100 miles an hour. And look, that light's pretty good. That'll win you some races. 0.54 from Stoodley will win you a lot more
Wouldn't
races.
expect anything less from Stoodley.
From a track.
Yeah. So pretty much what you're saying, everything up here, nothing scripted. So all the banter we hear and all the dad jokes are yours.
Sometimes Tiana throws some teenage jokes in, but they probably go over most of our heads.
Yes.
Maybe our video would
Videographer,
get it. Videographer would get it, but yeah. No, definitely. It's interesting because it's like you do have to think a lot off the top of your head.
Yes.
And when you do it, sometimes if you're doing a big event like the Winter Nationals or something like that, you'll do that. What we did, we'll call through one race, and then you'll have to do that for probably 10 hours for 4 days.
Wow.
And I've had a couple of races up here, Jason. I've had quite a few over the years, and I've got them in to do a bit of a guest commentary and got them to talk it through. And some of the guys have come away and just gone, I cannot believe how intense that was. And they go, well, wait until you've got a producer in your ear screaming, and you're going to an ad, you're going to so and so down the deep end. You've got a million things going on, and I think it'd be easier. I've got to be honest. I think I'd rather be out there racing my street car again rather than doing this at different times. But apparently I've got to do this. I don't know what I've done wrong in life, but
go the rotor, right?
Get
the rotor back out there.
Mate, I've got other cars at home I could bring. I could bring a Beetle or something else if I really wanted to.
Yeah,
but,
nice.
But it's been good, mate. But Tiana's been doing it for a few years now as well. We trained her up. I trained her up, and she had a really good event this year. She did top fuel at the beginning of the year, so she stepped up to a new level, and she's loving it. But she's also,
I think I've seen that. I was on KO.
Yeah.
So.
She did really well, but she's also she does bracket marshalling, and so she's got a lot of. She got more feathers in her cap than I have, mate. I can tell you that now. I do one thing, I commentate, and that's it.
Yeah, you do it fairly well, but you do it fairly well.
Well, as you said, except for the dad jokes.
That's okay.
So always remember too, we'll have the, you don't necessarily, the driver on the side, you can see there, it'll be the dual duties on both of those cars as well. The powder puff and of course, so some of those cars get a hard time. They get raced.
Yes.
Then they get raced again. They think, oh, get nice and cool here. I'm all done for the night. No.
Yep. Then
the other partner hops in and gives it a go as well. But look, it's a great event. 30 years. We've been doing it a long time. I've only been doing it probably 8 years. Close to 8 years now.
Yep.
And it's a great event, mate. And look, you've been involved, and your videos are just fantastic. We love it. Everybody gets on and has a look at them, and it gives you a little bit of an insight onto what happens in the day of a street series racer and what happens in the day of a street series meeting, mate.
I call this the grassroots. Because basically, if you want to start, if you want to come out and have a go, perfect.
Yeah. So, and Jason, the thing is, I mean, like Sue Ceramis is in the other part of the box here, and Sue always says that it was Dennis. Obviously, when they opened the track, Dennis, the street series was Dennis's baby.
Yes.
And when I've took it on, and Dave Reed and Tiana and I, we tried to make it bigger. We had it like 150 plus entries regularly at one time before COVID hit.
Yes.
And you know what, Sue used to say, he would be really proud of what you guys have achieved. And to me, that means more than anything else.
I remember, like, I was a 19-year-old kid or 17-year-old kid, and we used to come here and race, and Dennis would be on the mic every now and then, and we'd be at the end of the night trying to put our cars back together, and he'd be like, all right, boys, lock the gate on your way out, we're going. All the lights would go out, and you're underneath your car with a torch in your mouth trying to do everything. And they were the good days as well.
Not so much. You can't do that anymore. But
no. Well, we don't get that serious now to take exhaust off and carry on. But too old for that.
It is.
But it's been going, like I say, 30 years. There's not many events that last that amount of time that are not a professional event.
No, that's right. And a lot of the AI chat have been kicking around recently, and everyone's been putting in what they believe is the best street series in the world, and quite a few of the AI said, well, it's not necessarily the best street series in the world, but it's most certainly one of the most successful street events in Australia, and that's not just from Mark Allen's. I've had a few people have sent me them, and we've had comparisons between us and roll racing, and we actually do really well comparable to other street events as well. So we do well here at the street series, and like you said, it's grassroots, and look, it's competitive, but it's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all we want. That's all we want to get out of it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks, mate. Thanks for letting us have a look at this. A lot of people have probably thought about, wonder what's up in that tower, and have never seen seen the gear you're working with, what's going on up here. But
it's all exciting. It's all exciting. There's
do
no
well.
glamour here. Just let me tell you that. I used to joke around and say that we always get a seafood platter at some point brought to us during the night.
Yes.
And a couple of racers actually believed it. They said, "Yeah, really bring you a seafood platter?" I said, "No, we have to go get a hot dog from the vendor like everyone else, mate."
And a thing of calamari, mate.
Yeah, that's as close
Fish and
as
chips.
Don't forget the mayo.
All right, mate. Well, thank you very much, and
cheers,
we
man.
look forward to your call tonight.
Good luck tonight too. Thanks, guys.
Thank
All the
you.
best.
Cheers.
Tony with a quicker bike with a 1000 will do the chasing. Can't believe Cole broke out. Can't believe it. Well, he got 5 points. I'm not too sure. Not with a $968. So that is a quick street bike. So he'll have some chasing to do. What's the top end on this bike, Luke Thompson's though? $100 chasing. Brian even has to test it, he's not. Close to that center line. Probably trying to stay out of the groove, maybe. I'm not too happy with it. Coming fast. Maybe 982 for Dennis, 986 for Malcolm. So this will be a good race. These two really tough competitors, really good blokes. So this will be good. One of them's putting the bike away, T. Commodore versus the twin turbo V6 Stinger. Dev to chase by half a second. What do you reckon, T?
It'll be a close one. They're both great races.
Charger. So the Commodore to lead first, the Charger to 3 seconds to a bit of a strategy in a while. She won't mind. Goes about business. 211 for you. Oh, she's going home. That car will be 1621 to a 1407.
that's 40 goes 7 to give her as champion. Rory with that, Rory's gone under the dial at 12.19 for Broncos. So Belinda to chase. Not far off. Go to Christie with a 13.00 on a 12.93. Forward hole. And 1.9. Up the whole yes, yeah. On a guard. Maybe might try and push Jets for a breakout. And Wendy does the breakout instead with a 6.
Lead zone at 11 at 25.
Sarah, as you said, coming off a runner-up in modified last weekend at the Super Thunder meet. Jenny, our current track champion in the beautiful hard-charging Gold Nope, not this time. A 40.
That's your car, but we're at least
Oh, now, how long? But Amy Johnson won't mind because she's run a 15.92 on it. Yeah, once again, team, not much of a chase. There won't be much of a, it'll be almost a heads-up drag race, pretty close to it. Oh, red light, road, actually. Both red red. 0.74% red. 0.24 was the speed slow lane. But because the first red light was Sam's, we will go Oh, here we go. This will be tough. Suzanne Fletcher up against Kristen Golding. Kristen fresh from a great weekend last weekend. Super Thunder in Real Street. 12.47 to be chased down by the 11.25 of Suzanne Fletcher. That is safe as houses at 12.
So I'm here with Dave from dragphotos.com.
.au. Can't forget the .au.
.au. There you go, pick up on it. Mate, I wanted to speak to you about, obviously, every meeting you guys take photos, put them up on your website.
Yep.
You're up there for everyone to see.
100%.
You can purchase them. You do collages.
Frames.
Yep.
Doing skateboard decks now.
Yep.
Yeah, so we haven't missed a meet out here in 15 years, so
Okay. Yeah.
got every event.
I mean, I've personally bought a collage and a couple
Cheers,
of photos.
thanks
mate,
heaps.
And it's awesome. Like,
We try and get them
excellent
up the
present,
same
so-
day,
Yeah.
so that way no one wants to go home and wait. They just want that picture, so
Yep.
we try and get it up there as soon as possible.
Yep. I actually bought mine as a Christmas present to myself off my wife, but I did it all.
At
So
least
I
you know you got the right present.
Yeah, and the right photo, so it was good. No, always good quality, and yeah, always see you guys out here. There's a few of you that run around.
I can't do it without everybody. You know what it's like out here.
Yeah, it
It's
takes
a
a
team.
crew.
Yeah, it takes a crew for everything from you guys racing to me and the guys out here doing the photos with me. So
Yeah.
Can't
so,
do it without 'em.
guys, if you want a photo of your car, go to
dragphotos.com.au. Don't forget the AU. And yeah, you just literally click on it, add it to the cart, and it goes through PayPal. Happy days.
Thanks, mate.
No worries, man. Thanks for that.
No worries.
Cheers.
79. So Dale will head off. Malcolm will chase him down. Pretty thin margin. Those guys are down between. No one's going to head off. Coming wide. Wagon of Kristen Golding in the wagon. A 12.41 dial in, $12.89 dial in. Even Chris has gone under the dial, and I hope you saw that, Matty. That was a. $12.91 on a 1260. And he most certainly is an 1150.
Blue lane done at 1290. Craig 9 in the rocket lane done at 1150.
Cody Lane in the Chrysler.
Big car.
That is
I have this story with Craig because I always say like that car. Sorry, it looks so funny when he's in it.
Well, I want to see who created that. Where did that happen? Amy, how did that happen? How did he get a buy on his birthday? This is just, it's playing preferences here. So 11:40, 54 for Coop. Let's see what he can get the wagon to do. Come. That's good light. Oh. Don't know what he did. He dropped his phone on the floor. He had to reach over and pick it up. I have absolutely no idea what he's doing. Oh, he's, Hyper Street. Conrad. Head off. Liam.
Hey guys, I'm here with Josh Fletcher, our current old school truck champion. Josh has been racing on the weekend as well. He raced the Thunder 400. Congratulations on that. So I think a win in Supercharge Outlaws. Yes, yeah. So gets a bit of racing done. Well, Josh, mate, you raced the Toronto. Got a bit of a rundown on it, what it is, what's in it. Sure.
It's a 1974 LH Dorado, 355, early headed, Trimatic 9
So it's a Holden motor. Yes. Yep.
So, you know, Trimatic 9 inch, nothing too crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, goes well.
Runs real well.
Goes well.
Well done. So your mum races as well. She races in the Toronto, Suzanne.
Yeah, it certainly does.
It's pretty good too.
She goes quite well.
Yeah.
She shows me up a few times. So.
Yep. So obviously racing's in your blood. When did you start racing, Josh? What got you into it? Like, how did you step into the
Basically through Dad, he started racing. You know, when I was a kid, I grew up around the sport and was old enough to race junior dragsters, and I started from there. So I started when I was 11 and haven't stopped.
You're pretty sharp on that tree, mate. And you're the track champion for the Street Series. This is your 10th, I believe.
I've won 10, yes.
10. Yeah, well done.
Yep.
Well done. It's bloody hard to win one. So,
Yes.
yeah, that's awesome. Well, mate, congratulations again on the weekend and for being track champion. Good luck this weekend, but not too much like that.
I'll see you in the final.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Thanks, mate.
So Bruce. Not too shabby, a couple of 12-second cars. Jason to chase, but not by much. The feeling far. So 11:05 to 12:20 to a 12:40, but these cars are fast. Fast for street cars. Unless Jason goes under his dialing, and he doesn't. First round. The supercharged Barra of Tim Horton was 11.50. Ian Clifford, turbocharged Toyota, 12.10 dialing. Ian's hit on first. And the win will go to Ian Clifford. Well done, Sunshine. A 12th charger of Ray Ross. So 13 for Ray, 11.65 for Baz. And that car is fast, but he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work hard because if Ray cuts a line, he's going to give Barry a lot to think about. The mighty Ford Ute, 13.10 to a 13.70 Glen. Oh no, but he hasn't done it. Sean Hunter beat Josh Fletcher in the first round. How tough is that? Fletcher with an 11.50. Warren Sander. Sorry?
Oh, I don't think.
No, that's good. Here you go. A 12.41 for Sander. Warren. The lead first. Josh. Chase down. He will be safe. Fletcher will get it. Battle of Fords. 12.91 for Mitch. A 12.40 for Will. That pedal. He's got it safe. 12. Jason Carpenter, Jason Burnett, the battle of the Jasons. The old school wagon, got the rod. 12.20 for Burnett, 10.90 for Carpenter. Both races get 3 sprints in that first round. Carpenter gets a bye. Wow. How did he get the bye? I'm gonna talk bloody, have a chat with people about this. 1090, man.
Carpenters, go up to one of the new, go against one of the new Commodores.
Not just in the fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Here we go. Bruce Garrett, 1265. Jason Carpenter, 1090. It's a tough gig. Bruce gets the leading, cuts a good line. So is Jason. Got a ton of points, he'll be happy with that.
Bruce Garrett got Will Kioch out in the last round.
I don't know what they have done. So, 1260 to 1235.
And Larfield and Barron.
Okay.
On here.
So Cam Goldie, Andrew Staffis. Andrew with a 1620, 1461 for Cam Goldie. Andrew to head off, Cameron to chase. And Andrew, track champion, and red line. 028 for Cam Goldie, that's a good line for Cameron. 028 line. So let's see how close he goes to that 1461. And he will run through for a 1463.
And Richard will
Oh, Cameron has gone on the brakes, but still.
Okay, Zachary Anderson in at the Super Lane out in O56, so Jones out in O86. So pretty close on the lights here, they're almost side by side, down the end there. Zachary finishing with a 60. Got out with an O75, 133 for Jones. And Scott will finish it off with a 16. Off with 1895, and they all started going 14 or more seconds down the track. Starting at a 14.10, finishing off at 13.92 on a 14.10. are going through better lights tonight. Here's our crack commentator Wade Benson in the Rocket Lane, done at a 1690. Paul Carpenter in the Speed Flow Lane, done at a 14 to 15. And Wade will get the win with a 14.12 on a 1690.
Great, the little grey beast, 13.52 to a 17.09. So Johnny's going to do some serious chasing. Let's see how he goes. Won't be easy. So Tiana, did Wade win that last race?
Yes, he did.
Oh, well done to win. So there we go, 3.59 to the Rocket Lane, a 1.92 for Willowbank. On the brakes, he knew the guy was going too fast. So 14.56 for Cam Golding, 15.94 for Richard Johnson. So Richard to lead first to give Cameron something to think about. Oh, the tension. Richard at 0.126 Golding. Richard got him on the three. SKOOL Commodore will be able to hold off the newer SKOOL Commodore, I don't know. Here he comes, Golding's coming fast and hard, Richard's on the brake, 15.99 on a 15.94, Richard Johnson. Ford will head out first. Commodore to chase. Nice fight there. Maybe not going too quick. Nope, nice and safe. 16.56. Race Naughty first to 165. Undone here as he actually goes under his dialing. This guy had it first the other week, had the spot on. And he won't be beaten. He's got to chase. Wait to head off first. See him load that up car up on the brake. Wade Moran in the Commodore with a 16.76. Craig Vogler in the Premier with a 19.64. Craig's been in a good place, hasn't he? He's been doing well in the slowest car in the field too, and it is.
Hey, as I say, so last time, Darwin's the slowest modified in the field, and he got Australian team.
Yeah. So let's see how this goes. Vogler to head off first. Moran to chase. Oh, red light. Wade Moran says, very much. That's a nice little red light there. Craig Vogler, I think that. So that will